Good day, guys. I hope things are going well for this Friday. I just wanted to check in and say hi to you guys. And as promised, I got cleaned up for the flight. So tomorrow, just lightly in the shower, I'll go over myself again with the razor for the flight. I like to do my blog as ethical as I can. So if I promised you guys, I'm gonna show you guys something. That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I did the haircut, I did the shave, and things are fine. I'm already prepared for my business trip up north to Johannesburg. Um, just a couple of things though. When it comes to asking for an assistant to help you, especially in the barber or in the bathroom, when it comes to personal hygiene, don't be afraid to ask. Rather, ask the uncomfortable questions and get what you need to get done than struggle and feel uncomfortable. Like today, I had the owner of the shop do my haircut and shave, as you guys can see. And all I asked him, because he's an older gentleman and because maybe he wasn't socialized all the way around disability, he's been cutting my hair since before I needed to shave. But now as an older gentleman, I require the assistance quite a lot more. But because of my body movements, he's always been a bit nervous when it comes to the blade. So all I asked him today was, "Are you comfortable with just touching up my shave?" And he said, "Yes, no, fine." He took a light layer of shaving cream and the same blade he used for the neck. He just did the mustache and the cheek areas. And it looks fine on profile. So it is about asking that those awkward questions of the attendant to make things possible. And the same can be applied with your intimate partner. And this is gonna sound a bit off, but this has always been the way I've done it. I mean, not deliberately or for anything perverse, but as you know, my sexual preference is for that of a woman. So I'd ask the question, and I'm gonna adapt it for viewing public. But I'd say, would you have the guts to fart in public? And if the woman says yes, no, fine, it's a human thing or whatever, then I'd know she could cope with the rigors of my disability, spasm wise, feeding, me driving the car, she driving the car, she putting the wheelchair in, me taking that extra 1 or 2 minutes to load my own chair in. And it's those simple questions that make a big difference. You know, uh, yeah, and that always sort of jokingly said, but there's a lot of truth to this. When you live with housemates or potentially weekend or live with your girlfriend, there's small criteria that you look for. It's like ask her the questions. Are you comfortable walking around the house naked? Say if you've forgotten a towel or if you're in a hurry, are you comfortable with yourself naked? And if she says yes, she's gonna be comfortable with you doing the same things. Because sometimes I'll say this again and I can go back in my video chronology and I can say I've said this before, but I'll repeat it again because like statistics, until the message sinks in, the best way is to do it with a bit of repetition. So if she and you are comfortable with being naked around each other, and I'm not even touching on sexuality, then the relationship is gonna last. But yeah, that's basically it. So I hope to speak to you guys soon, but probably the next vlog gonna be Monday morning just before I get into the car and say goodbye to Cape Town for a couple of hours. For any questions, I'm Alex Henry on Facebook.com, or you can email me directly, those of you who have the address, And those of you who are on WhatsApp, please go ahead and WhatsApp me. It's yeah, if you have the number. But a pleasant day and a weekend ahead. Much appreciated for the support. For those international members that are watching me, thank you very much. For my trusted fellow South Africans, thank you for the help. Capetonian family, much appreciated. Thank you guys. Have a good weekend.